Welcome, everybody, to OP Digital Blueprint Unveiling Success. Now, we're joined today by some characters, the usual suspects, like Jeanne and Collins, but we have a guest today with us as well, Oliver. Glad you could join us, Oliver. I know you guys work, and yeah, we've done our work. As I said, today I've driven 750 miles. That's nothing. You guys are still at work. So, anyway, what I wanted to ask today was a little bit of technical information because I've got the two of you together. So, Jeanne and I are going to listen for a little while you explain to us exactly what Ash's guys created the other day and what does it do and what difference does it make? Because I think a lot of our audience are kind of like that. Oh yeah, it sounds really good, but I don't have a clue about any of that. So it's probably a good idea if you guys, the experts, give us a rundown. So I shall pass this across to you, Collins, and you can kind of take it from there.
And the YB face. Yeah. So good afternoon, Jeanne, Oliver. Oliver is our guest coming to, and Bob will be with us soon. Yes. Andy, that's a good question. We've been looking at what Ash have done, and after the meeting, we noticed he made a statement. He said they will do something before they reveal it, and maybe it will be out before we even notice. And these are, the clear example of the two software that we've used. One, the survey platform, which we use. None of us even know that something will come like this. Ash was just like thinking about, okay, we know we'll be having a survey, but what platform are we going to use? What software? Ash went to the team, spoke with them. Ash was like asking them to find out which one is the best. So they said, okay, you know what, give us some 4 hours, come back. We'll see what we can do. Means Ash believe that they will go and check, and then maybe they'll find the best one that is out there and then bring it for us to use. On his greatest surprise, when he came, they said, oh, come in, Ash, just come and take a look. Ash knew that he is going to see something that they've already maybe select from what is in the market. But Ash was really shocked that these guys, they sit back within 4 hours and develop a software like this called the survey. We just call it survey because we did the survey, no name. It's a survey platform. It was efficient, effective. Because Ash was like, are you sure you've done it well? Are you sure 4 hours here? Ash was like almost pulling his hair. But it was really amazing. We're talking about this, the front end, so easy to use. And I know there's admin panel though. Let me call it for admin panel for now, where they can, you can have the analytic side of it, where you can see how many people are coming in, how many people are answering the question, where are their location, like geolocation, stuff like that. Give you the heat map of the area, the most, where people have really answered the question, even drill down to even your software. This is what I'm thinking, not like Ash have said it. No, I'm just thinking like seeing what this software can do behind the scene, drill down and all of those to know the tools, the laptop, or maybe you've used laptop, or maybe you use your phone, Android or iOS, all those type of things, internet connectivity and stuff. Then one of the things that really amazed me was the performance. Imagine how many of us were using that software simultaneously. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of people who answered that question, maybe 50,000, maybe 100,000, and the software didn't blink. That was one survey. Now let's talk about rotator, which is the second one. I know Oliver will even chip in things in there. So Ash, the same thing Ash went to find out when, Julie asked for something that now we're going live. We want to have a corporate webinar. We need blah, 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 blah rotator to connect, to connect our Zoom, the Zoom meeting, the Zoom platform to multiple YouTube channels, because at least we want to get it out there. Okay, Ash knows that. Okay, let me go ask my guys. Maybe they know something better. These guys, they think about it. They say, okay, just give us some few hours, come back within 30 minutes. After 3 hours or 30 minutes, I forgot. They called Ash and said, we have something for you. Ash knew that, okay, they've checked something out there. Let me go and take a look. Bam, again, they've built something within 3 hours, 30 minutes. Rotator. That was really amazing. So we're talking about a tool that can automatically rotate or cycle different links to multiple channels. You know, that is a rotator. How many companies use that? A lot of companies use it.
Oh, I think he's frozen. So basically, a rotator then is we lost you for a second there, Collins. So
Yes.
give us an explanation as to what a rotator is normally used for, then, so that again the audience that can understand a little bit more about what it's going to be used for.
So rotator is like a tool, let me call it, or a system that automatically rotate links to multiple channels. Say for instance, okay, I can have my YouTube channel or my LinkedIn, call it TikTok. You know, all of us have links out there. Now we say, all right, we have a webinar platform. We can call it any webinar platform, like what we are using now. So what will happen is you take the single link of that rotator, you know, connect it to this platform. We are on it now. And then use that multiple channels. So it is like unlimited, where you can take all those links of YouTube, fit it in there. And then when you go live, what will happen? That rotator now will stream to that platform. So the single link, we can distribute that single link to whoever or expose it to the public. So when they click on it, it will distribute everybody evenly to all those channels. So when they come in, they are watching it for whichever channel, from whichever channel the rotator have pointed them to. So you have the link that will be exposed from the rotator link. But when you come in, say you come in our thousand, our number, the rotator will distribute us evenly to that multiple channels. It can be Jeanne, YouTube, Andy's YouTube. And it can be different channels, not only YouTube's, different things. Guys, we're talking about platform that people can watch you. That
So
is
you could
massive.
use things like BitChute and Rumble as well, then link it
Correct.
to those.
Yeah. So it's just a tool, but it just distributes. So we put you take the single link. Once you've connected to whichever platform we have in the meeting, say the webinar platform, now there is a link issued by the rotator. You take the rotator, that rotator link, which is a public link, put it out there. Now, when people are coming, they are clicking on that link. Where would they take them? Where would the rotator take them to? It will take them to the various site. So it is not only used for webinars, can use on marketing platform, distribute customers evenly. So it's just a rotator that can distribute everything anywhere you point it, as long as you have the URL and you connect it to that link. It will take you to the site, push you to the site directly. It will direct you to the site where they want you to go.
Fabulous.
Yes.
So
So it is massive, and it's very important for the market.
excellent. So Oliver, what are your thoughts on these two things, the survey platform and this rotator side of things? I'm going to ask you to kind of give us a rundown of what your thoughts are, and then what I'd like to do is to come back to a few things that we discussed in Heroes, because some of these guys that are on today or are watching today may not have been able to see our Sunday webinar at Heroes, which is same time on a Sunday night. So there's a few things we want to come back to. But Oliver, what are your thoughts first of all?
Yeah, hi everybody. Hey Jeanne. Hi Andy. Thanks for me being here today. For these two applications or tools that Collins just talked about. Look, I use one of them or every quarter. That's the survey. My job, we do survey every quarter. So this is a high demand application. You know, and I think almost every company, even small big business size, they do use it, because you want to know the impression of your customers. You want to know how employees, how they do feel. Do they enjoy what they are doing? Like what, for my job where I am now, they want to know, how do we feel? What do you want that our management to improve on what are, you know, a lot of questions for businesses. Businesses, they use it because they want to know about their customers, their impression. What do they want? That are they okay with their products? Do they want that they should improve? What do they want they should improve on that product? You know, so the survey is a high demand in the market, very high, because internally company use it, externally small big business sizes, even store owners. Oh, now that everything is going online, now that everything goes online, this is going to be very, very important for because now all the stores, all the businesses that are now all doing online, especially the grocery store. We are here in the United States. It's almost all grocery stores, they deliver their goods direct to their homes. So they want to understand that the employee that came for delivery, how was it? You know, if you also see, when you, like today, I had problem with my internet services, I called them. They will say, okay, after talking to the customer service, please can you answer this survey for us? Like my apartment complex here, they want us to do. There's a survey there also that they always ask us, the the residents, to fill a survey, because they want to know, it helps them to improve their services. It really helps them to improve their services. Then when you look at again at a rotator, when I saw the rotator with the data analytic that is there, that gives you the company. This is me not talking based on what I saw. It can help businesses to locate their customers. This is me saying, I don't know how Ash and the team, they want to do it, but when I saw the geolocation there, I said, hey, they can use it to allocate their customers easily, you know. Then come again, heat map. So, you know, these are tools that are highly demand tools in the market, because why? The whole world is going digital and online. So the digital transformation that is going on, we are current in the market, and we are getting into the market with everything from little to every tool that you think of. And I'm so proud with what the tech guys are doing. I give them kudos, because, you know, for them to come out with 3.5 hours to create an application, we know what those, how long it takes to code. Collins is part of the software development team. You know how much all these developers, it can take them to, you know, to develop a tool, or to create a tool or a code. You know, again, embedded again is AI, but what we got was just the engine. That I said that it was just the engine, and they are still working on it. This is what is going to be high demand, and so we don't know if it's going to be sellable or it's not going to be sellable. The CEO and will decide on that. But I'm so proud of myself, being in this company now for 6 years, and seeing what I'm seeing. That IT guys, and what, as an IT expert also, 3.5 hours to come out with an application. This is amazing. This is amazing. You know, we are going to be ahead of the game, and you know, we should be proud of our CEO, and we should be proud of the tech guys, and we should take it from there. Also, because, like I said, we are also going into the market. They will stabilize and scale, and we'll go in gradually. You know, so just imagine that these guys, they took 3.5 hours they came out with these tools. Then just imagine the tools that we've not seen, that these are the ones that we are waiting, that are going to the market. Is this not something that makes me crazy and fire up? I am all in and fire up. If you are not in and fire up what we saw, listen, this is the first tool in the new business that we are seeing. Two, and it's crazy. It is crazy. It's making me, I'm like, I don't have hairs, but my mind is blowing. I'm just, I'm on top of the moon, you know, because I think Collins talk about the market cap, the market cap for each of them. I don't know much about that, but hey, I know it's high demand because I use the survey. I use the survey as my job. I just did another survey with my internet in the house. When I finished talking to the customer service, they say, "Hey, sir, can you fill a survey?" You know, because all those customer service, them also make their bonuses from the survey. Because if you give them good impression, or you give them good a good survey, it helps them to to increase their bonuses and all of that. You know, so okay, like my apartment complex said, they said that they're advising us to fill that survey because it will help them also to have good bonus. You know, because the customer service is good. If the apartment complex there's anything, how fast the tech guys will come and fix it. If my sink has a problem, how fast they'll come and fix it. When any technician comes to your apartment to come fix anything, they will beg you to fill that survey. So you see how it's a high demand product because just around me, I can tell. If I send that, I want we could have something called DoorDash and Uber delivery. If I order food, the guy who comes and deliver the food will say, please, can you give me a good survey? Fill the survey. So you see, everywhere is an application that is high demand in the market. My mind is taking me, I'll leave it there then. Maybe Andy.
Thanks, Oliver. I'm going to come back to the survey because I think this is an important point that a lot of people may have missed. Ash was explaining in the meeting last Thursday that he was overwhelmed by the numbers of people that actually answered this survey, and it was over 100,000. What I want to add to that is the fact that many of us have got more than one account. Now, I don't know about you, but I only filled out one survey because I didn't see the point in putting the same questions down for all the other accounts that I had. Yeah, with the same answers. So I only filled it out once. But how many, like me, did the same? So realistically, this 100,000 could well be 500,000 or 600,000, not just 100,000. Now that is mind blowing. Bearing in mind what's gone on in the past. I don't want to harp on about that as we said on Sunday. I think looking forward is the most exciting time now because, like you say, these guys have produced these in hours as opposed to what takes some tech teams months, even years to create things. Now, obviously, their starting point may have been slightly further forward ahead because of what's gone on in the past, but even so, that is something special. And like you guys have now explained, these have a major play in the world around us with what's going on, not only with companies, but also things like the rotators. So for instance, and we're not, by the way, but for instance, for someone like a multi-level marketing company, if they've got loads of affiliates, they could use this rotator so that each one of them then made a sale from the next person that came in. That's my understanding of the rotators. So that makes total utter sense. So there must be hundreds of thousands of companies that use this or would use this system, which is quite phenomenal. Anyway, I'm going to pass it over to my lovely young lady, Jeanne, because I know she's got a few words to say as well.
Well, thank you, Andy. After listening to Collins and Oliver and you now, Andy, speaking on this topic, a couple things popped up for me. One, when Oliver was mentioning the whole thing about this, when Julie was working behind the scenes to set our meeting up, and it was very much on the fly, and this team was able to create something so quickly. What that tells me is that here we have AI technology is going so fast, we can't even keep up with it. It is just absolutely insane, which means that everything around it, the needs are, as soon as something's out there, it's almost becoming obsolete. So if you have a team that is poised and with the mental acuity and agility to be able to take an immediate need and respond within hours, how much better are everything that they develop? I mean, Ash has said long time ago that we're not just going to create a product and it sits on a shelf. It's always going to be adapting and updating and becoming a better version of itself, until I would imagine at some point, maybe we don't even need that product and we have something else that's developed, right? So if you have a team, Ash has brought together this team that has the ability to think and act and produce on the fly. And I think that is just something to be super excited about, because that just sets us up for great success going forward. And then the other thing I wanted to mention was about the survey. And this is a little bit speculative, but we have 2 tech geniuses, potentially 3 tech geniuses on the screen here. Do you think in the future, when right now we have surveys that are pretty much like multiple choice questions, you put in the parameters, you put in the answers, and people select it. Do you feel with the rapidity that AI is moving, if there were an open text comment field at the bottom of a survey, or as part of a survey, like you can answer this, this, and this, or blank, and you could fill in your thoughts, do you think that AI would be able to take those words? I mean, I don't see how it couldn't take those words and then summarize and then gather that data for the person who created the survey. Do you see what I mean? Like, oh, from all of the text versions and all of the different phrases we have captured. I mean, if we go on to something like ChatGPT and say, hey, ChatGPT, I have these questions, this question, and you get a conversation going, how could a survey not be able to do that if it doesn't already do that? And if it can, holy cow. Just imagine. I mean, so many people feel already so valued by the survey, that 3-question survey that we had. Our feedback is valued. What if we could put in open text and that was taken? My thoughts, my fresh thoughts, and then they're taking that in and bringing it all together. It was just a thought that occurred to me. And so I wanted your guys' feelings or opinions on whether that was possible, whether you think it's already happening.
It's possible, Jeanne. What you just asked is very, very possible, because I've seen something like that, where you have a plain field, and then people can answer their questions. The system can go collect all those information, summarize it, pick the best one, put everything together, and it's just unbelievable. It's possible. And now AI can do it, because that was just when without AI. Just imagine what AI will do.
We should also imagine. We should also know that we have powerful engineers. They've proven themselves to us.
Yeah.
AI can do anything. It's coding. The guys that are doing the code at the back end, they can do it. And remember that we're an AI technology company. What does that tell you? What does that mean? That means that this company, our CEO is also crazy when it comes to technology. So with our tech team, I know and I believe that they'll be able to do anything, because for what, maybe most of our products are going to be embedded with artificial intelligence, AI. So we are there, remember that we are going to be ahead of most of the, potentially we are going to be the leading AI technology company in the world. So everything is possible. Everything is possible. So I'm so proud to that. In fact, being part of this company, if you're not proud of it, does it work in my 6 years here? Yes. And I'll say it again, because as a tech guy, all the old tech pros, we were thinking that from 8 to 10 years that we'll start realizing something. That was the margin line that we gave, that from 8 to 10 years that we'll start realizing something. So if something is coming out now, the company is going public despite all the challenges. Bam, we got it.
And one of the, I want to answer Jeanne's question. Jeanne, in technology, if you can think it, you can make it.
Yes.
The only time you will not be able to do it is when you cannot think it. Anything that comes in your mind, they can build it. They can develop it.
Interesting, guys. Interesting.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come back to a point that I made on Sunday. We are well aware, we're all well aware of what's gone on in the past. And ultimately that tech team has shrunk with many new guys coming on. This is my key point. All of these guys that have come on board have been after the issues that we've had. So therefore, they are well aware of those issues. So what does it say for our CEO when these guys have joined after the proverbials hit the fan? It means that he has something exceedingly special for them to come and work with him. And that, for me, is probably the most exciting part about this business. Anyway, I'm sure you've got a few more points that you'd like to add, Collins, before we close. So over to you. What was your take on the meeting from last week?
It was really massive. You know, that was the first time I felt like I was in a corporate meeting, like my work environment. That was the first time because it was well strategic. You know, the structure was really amazing. You know, you feel like it was more business. You know, you see a man of ash who feel like, you know, now this is time for me to talk about business. He was more focused on what he's doing. You know, he understood where he wants to take us. And one of the things, again, I really enjoyed, you know, I see somebody who was just there sitting, ready to take all the blame. He accepted because the CEO said, I've taken everything. He accepted all the blame. But sometimes people would think like accepting blame is a sign of weakness. No, it's a sign of strength. He accepted not with shame, but with humility. Because through that, he knows he has really learned a lot, but he is coming out very, very strongly from all what has happened. Because we only learn from our mistakes. We don't learn from what we've done well. So you learn and you move on. He never said, no, I will not do it again. But he took it with energy, with grace, and with momentum. And that's why he is using that word. We are at that stage. The momentum is building because he can feel now the passion. You know, sometimes, Andy, you want to build something, right? You have a team. You give it to them. Not like they are not good, yes, but they didn't meet up to the standard. Because you know what you want to achieve. They have done their part. You know that they've done their utmost best, but it wasn't what was in Ash's heart. But now he is telling you that now I can feel and I can see what I've dreamt of, the vision and the mission and what I want to achieve. The mission, the vision, which is the vehicle that will take us. And the mission is what we want to achieve. He wants to achieve. The mission have not changed. It's about humanity. But what is the vehicle, which is the vision? It's about bringing, one of the best, my brother Oliver said, solution that will hit the market straight when it gets there. Like the way company have done it. We remember when Apple came out, they sold everything, but they took their time. It took them almost 21 years. For those who don't know the history of Apple, go and check when they started and when they launched the first Apple phone. We can't even remember the first Apple phone. But you think they were just folding their arms? No, they were building strategically. Any top IT company comes once in a decade. We don't look at shiny object, we look at the result. And this is what Ash is going gradually, the result. Ash is a result-driven person. He wants it very badly more than any of us because an AI IT company, and he wants to put the best, something that will rock the market. And even like you talk about this guy sitting there, you say, what did they see from Ash? I will say something, Andy. They saw a man that want to do good to humanity. That's why they stick with him. They know that their own name too will be written in that book, that I was part of this business. I developed that software. The software that is rocking the world, I was part of it. So I will leave it there, Andy. Thank you.
Great, thanks, Collins. Oliver, I'm sure you've got a few words that that you'd like to add about our meeting of last week, and then I'm going to pass it to Jeanne. In the meantime, please excuse me for a second.
Yeah, Andy, our last meeting was, in fact, my body. Let me say again that I'm all in and fire up, and Ash pledged to us. Ash pledged to us, you know, that we deserve results. He pledged all that we deserve results. And he also pledged that what is coming is a long lasting and it's a legacy. And we will go places. You know, those words makes me, melt my heart. And when I look at what Ash said and that he has done and all what he has gone through, and he was even thanking us. Instead, we were supposed to thank him, but he was thanking us for being there in this journey with him. Like Colin said, that he took all the blame. But as a leader, as a CEO, the boss stopped with him. No matter what, the boss stopped with him. No matter what challenges that company is facing, no matter what mistakes they make, the boss stopped with him. And he took that bold step. His focus, patience, determined. He hold the bull by the horn and lead. Here we are today. Everything that he has promised, that he said, is coming very fast, and he will be ready to go. And we are going to hit the market in a grand style. So if you are still there, please make sure. And like he said also, that behind the scenes, he said behind the scenes, the wheels are turning, things are happening. What does that tell you? That tells you that, hey guys, get ready. Very soon, very, very soon, we are going to be there. So we should stay focused, be patient, and wait, because every day he comes out now is good news. Every day he comes out now is good news. So it's going to be good news. Good news. Then we'll just see ourselves. Bam, we are in the market. That's why I'm fired up, and I'm calling on everybody. You guys should be fired up and get ready. Go to your back office all the time. Make sure you go to your back office. Yesterday I was talking with colleagues. We did not even know that O News 10 is there. Three of us were talking. They were saw that, hey, O News. Once I dropped the phone, Collins was just calling back that O News 10, O News 10. I was already getting in the meeting that there's O News 10. So you see, he's surprising us every day. And he has called for a webinar. I'm calling on everybody. Thursday, 1 p.m. EDT time. That webinar don't fail, because if you failed any time now, I'm sorry. Don't miss 1 second in any webinar that is coming out. Thank you, Andy.
Welcome, Bob.
Hello, Andy. Hi, Jeanne. Hi,
guys. Nice of you to join us. We've actually been talking about rotators and surveys and what have you, but we obviously had that meeting last Thursday. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on what you took out of last Thursday.
Oh man, lots of stuff, Andy. Lots of stuff. Good to be here. It's my first time on the show. Timing wise, it's very tough for us. So I just had to sneak in as soon as I could. Man, that was one of the most amazing, interesting webinar I've been throughout my journey here. Like we said yesterday, Mr. Ash, first of all, the presentation of the whole thing, it was different. It looked professional. It was brief. We did not have that 4 or 5 hours of long time just talking around. Mr. Ash came in. He looks like he had a message to deliver. He came in, he delivered the message, took some questions and left. And then you see the handoff from Red, the synchronization, Red, Jeanne, and everything was just like a production. It just went smoothly, and he delivered his message. He talked about the case with the SEC and how the lawyers have been at it. He has some solid lawyers, law firms that are working and representing him, that have done their job, and now the case is closed. It has been resolved. The one with him resolved. The one that concerns his wife dismissed. So that was very amazing. The team has been working behind the scenes, throughout the years. Even though on June 24th, about June 24th last year, everything came to a halt. No, work has been going on behind the scenes, and Mr. Ash and the team that have been working to make sure that we have to have this new vehicle that is going to move forward with it. It's a new vehicle. It's a new car. The old one, the OnPassive, everything, this analogy of a vehicle is it got broken beyond repairs, but we still have to go to our destination. The vision is still the same, the mission is still the same. We're just using a new car. He told us to be patient. He wants us to be patient, to have confidence in him. He's going to fight for us. That was very telling to me. Directly, that was his plea to us, that we should be patient. We should have confidence that he is there for us. He's going to fight for us, And I believe in not too long from now, we're going to start seeing some changes. What I want people to remember, my message that I want people to take from here is that, number one, like Oliver was saying, let's keep your focus on our founder, Mr. Ash. Focus on Ash. He's the man. He knows everything where we are at the moment. So stay close to your back office, your OES updates. That's where the news is. Don't listen to anything else from anybody else. Ash is the one that we are all looking forward to. We have this new vehicle that we're going to go with. Let's remember, Mr. Ash has given us some hints, in previous statements. Remember, just have in your mind that this is not OnPassive 2.0. It is not. The new vehicle is not OnPassive 2.0. It's not an MLM. It is not a passive income scheme. It is not a metrics. It's not binary. It's not an investment. So if you have that in your mind and you see everything that's going on, you have an idea on where we are going to. And he tells us that it is better than the O, than OnPassive. So knowing all that and having confidence in our founder, we should just have confidence in the man. We've been here for a while, and I think I believe I met you here. This is my 6th year. We believe in Ash. Let's just stick with him. He's going to get us through there. He has the most competent lawyers that any money can buy. They are going to guide him through the process, to navigate the process, and all of us. So we shouldn't worry. We should just have confidence in the man that is leading us, and we're going to be fine.
Perfect. Thank you, Bob. Jeanne, somewhere along the line, I think I missed you. Sorry, sweetheart. So what was your take on Thursday?
Well, I think I just want to wrap up with something inspired by what Colin said, which is that when he was talking about how important it is when you have a vision and then you have a team that's supporting that vision and building it, and how incredible that is. And it made me think of all the times when I'm a creative person and I have a lot of ideas and I get very enthusiastic, and it's that hope springs eternal. It bubbles up and I want to share it with everyone, but not everyone is as enthusiastic as I am, right? And they can sort of squelch ideas. They can sort of crush dreams and all that kind of thing. So my point here is, how good must Ash feel that he's sharing freely? He's excited. He's sharing these ideas. And he finally has a team who is equally excited and equally talented and able to do it. And the recipe for success here is that he has our encouragement, our love and support. So it's like, what's the perfect storm? It's the perfect formula for success, to have all of those. And it's so rare. It's so rare to have a genius creative mind like Ash Mufareh, who has probably had his dreams crushed 1,000,000 times in his life, for him to finally see it coming to fruition. And that's my take on all of this. That's how I just feel like, what a privilege to be working with someone who has a big vision, and we get to be an integral part of bringing it forward. So that's what I wanted to share. Thanks, Andy.
Thanks, Jeanne. Thanks, guys. I think Collins may well agree with me here. Us Brits show our excitement in a slightly different way than you Americans do. So excuse me that we're not jumping around the room like you guys do. It's a British thing. What can I say? Thank you guys for joining us today. I'm so pleased you did. Please make sure that you get on one of the channels and watch the update again on Thursday. We should be back on Sunday with Heroes. Don't forget, Red does updates every day, or most days. So, and don't forget, obviously, the OTech Pros on a Saturday, which is the one I can't do. But there you go. Well, I've got 3 of them here. How about that? That's cool. Thanks, guys, for joining us. We'll see you again, hopefully next Tuesday. And yeah, next Tuesday or next Thursday, depending on if I can get back in time. Brilliant. Take care. Thank you.